Our first trip up to Penstock Lagoon was cold. Our second trip was colder. Overnight the lagoon had frozen over, and as a result there was ice banked up against the shoreline. Despite the cold and the ice, this didn't stop the local residents from getting on with their daily business. And speaking about getting on with business, it was time to do our first chore of the day, which was to start up the generators. Generators are normally a very easy item to start, but not today.
Oh shit!
Generator started, and it was time to charge the batteries. These batteries were going to play an important part during the day, as we were soon to find out. Once we had the AC power happening, we started to set up our station, and it soon became apparent that things weren't going quite to plan. As it turned out, the generators were creating a lot of noise all across the bands, and all this is being transmitted through power cords. Richard chose this point in time to show us just how good the noise blanker was on the Kenwood 440. We were all pretty
1.7 megs.
At this point in time, none of our gear was earthed, so we figured that by adding an earth point we might solve our problems. Because Richard's rig was the least affected by the interference, we thought it was necessary for him to hold the earthing stake. Not satisfied by trying to break his microphone hand, we tried to break his back as well.
Oh, that's feeling a bit solid.
Once the earth stake was in, we went about bonding all the equipment together, and in the true amateur spirit of the moment, we decided to use both black and red cable for the earth.
You got a readily accessible earth point on your rig there?
Yeah. To test our earthing theory, we hooked up the ICOM 706 to the earthing point. While doing this, we made a note to actually go and buy some lugs for the wire next time. It was about this time in the afternoon when our friend Brian, VK7RR, arrived with his invaluable antenna analyzer. We then spent the rest of the afternoon trying to tune our antenna.
1.81 31. Good enough?
Yep. With the arrival of Dave, VK7KDO, the site had now reached its critical mass of ham radio operators, and it was about at this point when heated discussion broke out about how to get an antenna tuned just right, or whether close enough is good enough.
See if the tune will load it up.
Well, let's get it. We'll get it down here. It should tune that, shouldn't it?
Oh, your tune will tune that.
Oh yeah, no trouble there.
So what are you talking about? You're only talking about
It is interesting that when debating, ham radio operators never raise their voice. The day went quickly, and before long we had to pack up, so I decided to put Murray on the spot and tell us what we've been up to today.
We've worked out pretty much that the generators we brought up to try aren't going to cope. and they cause far too much interference to the radio to be useful anyway. So we've got the aerials happened, they're tuned up. Pretty much everything except for sorting out a power source. So I think we might have to borrow a generator from someone else to get that sorted. Yeah, so it's up past 4, it's nearly dark up here, it's freezing cold, and we're packing up ready to go home.
I couldn't agree more with what Murray had said, and so we quickly packed up and we were back on the road again. The next time we head up to Penstock Lagoon, it will be contest weekend, and there'll be no second chances. So until then, we'll catch you next time, because there's always a radio contest somewhere.